Hallelujah. Glory to God. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. I just wanted to come up today. I'm not even waiting for anyone to come up. I'm going to post this everywhere when I'm done. I'm listening to CeCe Winings and Tasha Cobb. I want to say Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Oh, hayara mashe. Hallelujah. God bless you. God bless you. Just wanted to come up and do a little bit of chatting with you. I'm hoping all is well. I pray that God has blessed you. I want to say something though. I really wanted to come up and talk today. God bless you guys. I just wanted to come up and say Happy Memorial Day. God bless you. And I wanted to discuss something with you guys, you know. I want you to know that I love you. Who I am is not predicated on who you are, and who you are is not predicated on who I am. And I wanted to come up here and discuss some things with you on today. And I know that our world is in turmoil. I know that all things are not working together for the good for many people. But you got to understand that your life is not predicated on the external world. It is based on what has already been written before the foundation of the world. And so I'm just coming up here to chat with you guys on Memorial Day. God bless you, Dermot. God bless you, my man of God. I don't know if that's a girl name or a guy name. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to come up and just sit with you for a minute and speak with you for a minute. I'm listening to some CeCe Winans, and she said all her life God has been faithful, and that's the same with me. I want to say, you guys, when you come up, I'm hoping that you had a great Memorial Day. I want to say that I was looking at a movie last night called Pretty Woman. I love that movie. That is such a good movie. My mom was the first one to turn me on to it. We used to look at movies like that when I was growing up. And in this movie, this young woman, she was a prostitute. Go check it out if you haven't never seen it, especially the newer generation. If you haven't never seen it, go check it out. It's a good movie. It's like a fairy tale movie, right? And it's about a young woman that went to Hollywood that wanted to try to make it in life and everything. And she ended up becoming a prostitute. And actually, she ended up with a gentleman that was very intrigued with the way that she was, who she was in her life. And one of the things that stood out with me is that when he wanted to hire her in for the week, he gave her money so she can dress the part to support him in what he was trying to achieve in his business deal. This is Pretty Woman. Go check this movie out. I love this movie. I look at this movie over and over again sometime because I just really love that movie. And plus it brings back the memory of my upbringing, you know, because when I was growing up, things were so much different than it is now. And in this movie, she was not embraced for who she was. She was not embraced for the life that she lived. Of course, her life was not appropriate. It was inappropriate for that of a woman, but still, that was her method of survival. And so when I was looking at this movie last night, again, I noticed that when she went to go find some clothing so she can fulfill the part that she was trying to play with this particular businessman, people did not want to attend to her needs. They did not want to attend to what she needed to do, which is gather clothing for the moment. All right. They didn't even want to help her because she did not look the part. I'm going somewhere. She did not look the part. So because of this, she was unable to get what she needed in order to fulfill the part that she was supposed to play that night. And when she got back to the particular hotel that she was staying in with the gentleman that she was accommodating, what was really weird is that the hotel manager, when he saw her, you know, because her whole persona was out of sync with her environment. She was not the match for where she was. She didn't look like where she was. And so she was questioned everywhere she went because she was not a representative of what that particular hotel represented, what that particular boutique represented. No one wanted to accommodate her because of her current status. And I recognized the fact that when the gentleman wanted her to take on another identity in order for him to assist her, one of the things that he did is he helped her to get the garments that she tried to get on her own in Rodale Drive. Okay. And this movie is so good, you guys, because she actually was able to get the clothing that she needed to fulfill the task that she had to fulfill as a prostitute. I'm going somewhere with this. And what was so magnificent about this particular movie is that she put on a change of clothing, and it changed the way that people viewed her. It changed the way that people embraced her. And not that she had changed. No, she hadn't changed. She was still in the same profession. She was still operating as a call girl. She was still doing her job, but she changed her outward look. She changed her outer garments, and then she was embraced by those on the outside. Now, I said all that to say that a lot of people want you to put on a certain persona. A lot of people want you to put on a certain, mindset, or not mindset, but they want you to play the part. Let's say that. They want you to play the part to fit in to their particular circle or their particular group. But when you are born into this world and you actually know who you are, I knew who I was when I got here. I haven't just started being hated by people. This is something that I kind of went throughout life, throughout my family. I love my family, and I'm sure they love me in their own way. But Gay has always been Gay. She has always been the person to stand in her own skin in spite of the resistance that I may have gotten from the outside. And so I don't seek pity. I don't like people to feel sorry for me or anything like that because of the rejection of those that are insecure. Personally, I believe that people that reject other people are dealing with their own insecurity. It has nothing to do with the people that they reject as much as it does themselves. And so I said that movie because I wanted you to know that this woman, she had the same profession, you guys, but she did not but she changed her outer garment to fit where she was. And that didn't change her. It just changed how people received her. And so if you got to change who you are on the outside, knowing that is not who you are, knowing that is not your person, in order for you to be received by people, you're really taking on something that's really not real. Okay. It's not real. I said it's not real. I was thinking this morning when I was riding over to my auntie's house to give her breakfast, because her caregiver had to go where he wanted to get a break. So I helped her out. I helped him out this morning. And so I went and to give her breakfast and everything. And when I went to go give my auntie her breakfast, I was thinking on my way to her house, I said, Lord, this is just outrageous, because people think that your success is based on how other people perceive you. That's the reason I gave this movie. Your success is predicated on how you are validated from those on the outside. I have went to churches. I have been connected to people. I have been connected to different things and situations that have fortified me. They haven't taken anything away from me, but it fortified me to understand that if you don't stand in your own skin, and if you don't understand who you are based on the creation of God, based on the creation of Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, you can easily be manipulated by those on the outside. See, people work hard to prove to other people that they are somebody. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You're somebody whether people accept it or not. You're somebody whether you accept it or not, because you have been designed by someone that is greater than all of creation. And he is the great I am, the one that is holy and acceptable by me. I accept him whether or not I am accepted by anyone else. I accept him, and I know that I am accepted by the beloved. And when you realize that your life is not predicated, on the thing, on people. It's not predicated on the job that you hold. It's not predicated on the money that's in your pocket. It's not predicated on what position you hold in your society. Your life ain't got nothing to do with all of that, because people lose those things. And when they lose those things, they feel that they are no one. But baby, let me tell you, you were somebody long before you ever got a job, long before you ever graduated from somebody's college, long before you ever came out of your mother's womb. Let's put it like that. No matter what you came throughout life, I don't care if it's through prostitution, I don't care if it's through drug addiction, I don't care if it's through poverty, I don't care what you have come throughout life. Nothing in this world can take away what you have been ordained to be. And God has ordained you to be somebody. And if you allow who you are called to be moved, motivated, manipulated by those that think they are somebody based on money, based on on position, based on a thing that Satan has put in place to qualify them, then you have already lost your destiny. You have already lost your purpose. Look, don't ever allow anyone to feel sorry for you because of where you are. Understand who you are and whose you are, and that if he chose you, that no matter what it looked like, you're going to get to your destination. There is a timing that we all have to meet up with. There's a timing that God has already set in order for each of us. You know what I think sometimes, you guys, I was sitting in the car. I said, God, I said, look, people think that you have failed because you didn't get the applaud of men. People think that you have failed because, they say if you don't have nobody following you, then you are just taking a walk. Well, you better walk on, because the Bible say that the good steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord. And it didn't say anybody was following him. You're not looking for followers. You're looking for people to be, restored to the one that saved you. The one that, that rescued you from your own calamity, your own decisions, your own choices. You're looking to lead people to him. When I was a little girl, my sister will tell you, I used to beat her down for following me. I didn't want nobody following me, because most of the time when she followed me, it was because she was going back to tell my mama something I was doing. And so I never liked people following behind me. And so when God calls you, he's not calling you so people can follow you. He's calling you so you can restore people to him and they can follow, what he has for their life. And so when God chooses, when Yeshua or Yahuwah chooses people, he chooses those that he know ain't going to be caught up in their own thing. He know that they're not going to be caught up in themselves. He know that they're faithful to bring the people to his agenda, to his purpose for their lives. And so you don't have to worry about what you look like to others. You only need to worry about what you look like to him, because he's the one that called you. He's the one that designed you. He's the one that, told you exactly who you are. And when you know this is a good feeling. When you know this, it don't matter what you look like. When you know this, you don't care about what money you have. You don't care about what position you hold. You don't care about validation. You don't care about any of that, because you have met up with your eternal Father. Now, some of us, like me, I was born this way. My mama used to say special. That was to me a negative at the time, because she said I was special. I didn't know what that meant to be special. But she said that I was always different from everyone else, and that I never ever follow the crowd. No, I just can't. If it compromises me as a person, I don't care if I was a drunk. I stayed gay, okay? You want to know that people are who they are. You don't want to walk with people that are not who they are, because then there will be a place of deception on the rise, okay? You want to know that people are who they are. And we're living in a dispensation where people are so fake, they don't even realize that they're fake anymore, because they put on the show so long. But baby, let me tell you, don't let nobody stop you from being who you are. The best thing in the world is to be able to meet genuine and real and authentic people. It is good when you know that people are who they present themselves to be. But when you are trying to impress the world because you're trying to get somewhere, when I used to think about this thing as a little girl, why everybody trying to make it? Why everybody trying to be? Why everybody trying to? Because they're trying to impress other people. It's not about other people. It really isn't. Because if they make you feel good about yourself, and when they leave and you don't feel good anymore, then you giving them too much power over who you are as a human being. So when my mama told me I was special, she was saying, "Gay, you don't allow not even me to influence you, and I'm your mother." Now, I went up under her authority. But I questioned her authority when she didn't follow her authority. So I got in trouble a lot growing up. Now, if I questioned my own mama's authority when she didn't line up, well, what do the people in the church think I'm going to do? If you don't follow your own words, I'm not going to follow what you say. Now, I'm saved because I choose to be. But if you say that you are saved, but you don't live what you say, I got a problem. I'm not going to say nothing to you. I'm not going to discredit you. I'm just not going to follow you. because I know that you are not true to your own deed. And so this is what being saved and not compromises is up. Look, don't compromise who you are as a person. Look, I'm not telling you that you're going to be perfect or anything like that, but be you. Be completely you. Okay. Don't be fake to get somewhere. Don't be fake to be embraced by people that don't know who they are yet. Don't be fake because you want to prove to others that don't know who they are that you are somebody. Go find out who you are, baby. Do that. And I promise you, no matter what goes down in your life, no one will be able to sway you. You don't seek for the validation of mankind, but you are steadfast and unmoved, always abounding in his work. Because you are a product of his workmanship. And so you don't allow anybody to control his workmanship, because he is the one that was redeemed in you. And he gave life to who you are as a human being, as a product of mankind, and a person that is going to be very instrumental in this world. Okay. But you don't want to just try to do stuff because you need to prove to the world that you somebody. Really, that's sad. Really, it is. Guys, I'm hoping you guys having a happy Memorial Day, because I'm going to eat me some, when I do eat, I'm going to eat me some Italian vegan sausage on some pretzel bread and some baked beans. I'm going to cook all this stuff, you guys, because I do like to celebrate, because I do realize that people died for America to be free. I do realize that, and people died for you to be free spiritually and for you to be free from slavery. And so we have veterans in every aspect of life, not just in accordance to the military, but even in accordance to slavery and all parts of our history. We have veterans, people that have stood and fought the fight for freedom, fought the fight for people to be liberated, not for them to come into captivity to what other people think about them, to even what they think about themselves. Go find out what God said about you. Go find out what Yahuwah said about you. He got a great plan for you, no matter what you think about yourself. That movie, Pretty Woman, I was looking at last night, I said, God, look at that. That girl ain't had to do nothing but put on some new clothes, and people embraced her. She didn't change who she was as a person. All she did was change what she was wearing. And people embraced her. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're putting stuff on, but they still have the same character. They still have the same mindset. They haven't changed from within. And this is what you want. This is what's going to make you feel like you are somebody, because you are what you were destined to be. Don't ever put on a pretense for other people. Don't do that. Okay? So no matter how crazy you look, no matter how shattered you look, no matter how defeated you look, understand, because you stand in the one that has conquered all things, you are a winner. I said you're a winner. You're a winner because he won at Calvary. You're a winner because he rose from the grave. You're a winner because he redeemed us and restored us to our original purpose in him. You're a winner because of all of those things. And when he puts you where you belong, you're going to be there because you belong there, not because you are trying to get somewhere, because you need to prove to the world that you are somebody. I told you were born to be somebody. You were born to be creative. You were born to be purpose. You were born to be what he, Yahuwah, have destined and purpose for you to be. And so be original. Don't be no copycat or nothing. And greatness to others is not greatness to the Lord. Greatness to the Lord is what he has designed you to be. And if you become that, you are great in him. If you become that, you are, extraordinary in him. And no one can be that but you. Don't you ever take on nobody else's position and lose what God has designed you to be, because that's an original you. That is the real you. That is the you that you were, predestined to be. And so don't you ever feel bad for where you are in life, because you are where you're supposed to be. When we understand that life has already been planned out by the Master, Yahuwah. Everything is planned. Okay. And so we have been using our life to fight, to get to places, to prove to people that we are somebody. Don't do it. Promise me that you won't do it. Allow yourself to manifest and to become the woman and the man of God that you were predestined to be. Allow yourself to manifest. And through the manifestation process, there are failures. Through the manifestation process, there are failures. There are things about ourselves that we're not going to like and that we're going to have to get rid of. Through the manifestation process, there are periods of time that we're going to not like who we are. Okay? Because we're going to have to deal with some of the things that we have lived over, trying to be something to people that may not even care about us. So, hey, husband, good to see you. Look, so look, have a good Memorial Day. Don't you dare be depressed. Don't you dare let nobody make you feel bad for where you are in life. Don't you dare. I like the fact that Sarah Jace pulled her wig off on while she was preaching, because she let everybody know it ain't even about my hair. It ain't even about what you looking at right here. It's about what I'm called to do and who I'm called to be, because all of that other stuff gonna come off in the wash anyway. I like that, see? But people got something to say about everything. But I just love the Lord because he saved me. I love him because he taught me how to love people that's trying to kill me. I love him because he showed me that the way of the world is not the way that he has chosen me to go, and that I don't have to feel bad because I don't look great to people that don't know who they are. And so you need to know who you are so you don't compromise your person. You don't compromise what he's designed you to be. I don't want you to do that. Don't ever stop being you. Do you hear me? Don't you ever stop being the woman and the man of God that he's designed you to be. It's going to be hard to stay you because they want you to compromise. They want you to make them comfortable. They want you to make them feel good about themselves. Honey, I'm telling you, you will never find comfort around people that are not fulfilled in who they were destined to be, because they're going to continue to try to make you something else that you were never called to be. Don't you dare let them change you so they can be comfortable. Don't you dare let them make you something that you were never called to be so they can be comfortable with your presence. Don't you dare do it. And don't you be ashamed of where you come from. Did you hear what I said? Don't be ashamed from where, look, I come from a terrible past. I come from a horrible past, and I'm not ashamed. I'm only ashamed that I didn't have the wisdom or the knowledge to do better. I'm only ashamed that I didn't have the wisdom or the knowledge to go in a better pathway. I'm only ashamed of that, but I'm not ashamed that I've come through these things, because I've become a better person. I am the woman that I am today because of the hell that I've come through. I'm not broken. I am fulfilled because of the hell that I come through. And so when you realize that, you don't let your past, discredit you. You don't let the world discredit you. You don't let the system discredit you, because the Lord has chosen you. I say he's chosen you. Get glad about it. Be happy to be on his list of chosen ones, because he loves you that much. You know, I'm gonna tell you, when I was going down the street this morning, I said, God, so what we go from here? What are we gonna do next? He said, just stay on the path, Gay, because manifestation is taking place. Now look, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off here so I can go cook. Look, you guys, when we are born into the world, we're born into a grid system. Now, I know y'all know that, because ain't nobody dumb around here. Not even the 5-year-olds dumb now. They know how to work the computer, okay? We were born into a grid system, and this grid system is connected back here, okay? It's connected. So when you begin to fast, when you begin to really try to go into you to find out who you are, because the whole key to the United States of America was to lock you out of yourself so you could become one with their thoughts and one with their way of living. That was the whole key to the United States of America, okay? It was to lock you out of you so you can be connected to them, all right? And you became an entity of time. You became time conscious. Space and all these things were empty. You were empty within yourself. And so they manipulated the inner corridors of space so they can make you what they wanted you to be. And this is where people are lost. People are lost. And we have a real problem right now, because people have been kind of X out of themselves. And space programs are not going to happen. That's why when Trump came in office, he said he was going to put a whole lot more space programs in place. That ain't going to work, y'all. It ain't going to work, not this time, because now things have progressed into technology to a degree where the algorithm storms and those things that are connected to the brain waves, which is undermining the spiritual consciousness of God in man, have now gotten out of whack, and you cannot reach people. And this is where people are snapping, and murder is on the rise. Murder is on the rise. Murder is on the rise. Okay. Because of this that they have done. All right. So when God called you, don't think that you are going the wrong way because other people are not going in the direction that he's telling you to do. Obey him. You hear me? Obey him. Baby, everybody don't know the way. Just because people got a lot of money don't mean they know where they're going. It just means that they hooked up with something that became something that the world needed, and the world began to I'm gonna say this. Most of the people that have became famous and rich, that was not their aim. All of them was out there trying to make something better for the world or do something better for the world. And they ended up in a position, because when you care about people, you go up. When you care about other human beings, you go up. But people that are just fighting to go up, they lost. Okay. So don't worry about them. Don't talk about them. Don't even be mad at them, because them people, they're going to hit you with some snake bites. They're going to hit you with some, all that kind of stuff. And my ignorance and my foolishness is that I have trusted people. I have never stopped trusting the human man, because I don't know. It's just something in me that just won't stop trusting that a person has good in them. And I need help with that. So pray for me. Okay. Because I keep connecting with people that turn like Judas every time. And I know they don't want to. I know they don't mean to, because they're insecure in themselves, because they're not whole yet. But still, I have a problem with putting myself in those type of positions, knowing that people are not fulfilled, knowing that people are not complete or whole. See, mama told me that I was special. Okay. Because I had a pity for people that are evil. Even after they've done evil, I feel sorry for them. Something's wrong with me, y'all. I need your prayers. Okay. So when you see that God has chosen you, and he has chosen you in the heart that you have, you can't help it. You can't help what you are. You can't help how you respond, what you do, because you've been chosen for a specific purpose or specific reason. So that characteristic is something that he has designed in you because of where he's taken you. You just need somebody to pray for the grace of God to be with you, because we put ourselves in compromising positions to be hurt by others that don't probably want to hurt us. But because they are not fulfilled in God, they're going to. It's just a matter of time, but they're going to hurt you. Okay. So I just thank God for each of you and for your prayers, but don't feel sorry for me. I'm not defeated because of what I look like to others. I'm only defeated if I don't trust in the one that called and chose me for this hour and for this season and for this time. But this grid system, this is the thing that is holding us. I'm kind of getting free from it, but it's holding the world in place. Okay. You gotta ask God to help you with your fasting so you can get disconnected from it, because that's where the problems are coming from. That's where you can feel the warfare when people pray against you. It's the grid system. The grid system, because everybody's connected to the grid. So your name is in the grid. Your cell structure is in the grid. So when people pray and they begin to come against you, you can feel it because you're connected through the grid. But once you get broken from that, they can't hurt you anymore. Nope. No more. You're in the house. You're in the house. Ain't that a wonderful thing? That's a beautiful situation. So I'm going to say to you that I wanted to come up here, just talk for a little bit, tell you about that story, Pretty Woman, and how all she had to do was change her clothes and people embraced her. But she never changed who she was. That man did. He changed her because he brought her into a life that she didn't know. He changed her because he set her up in a place that she didn't know. He changed her. But because she told him, she said, look, I want the fairy tale. I can't go back to what I came from, because you've exposed me to too much now. I've been exposed to too much more, and I can't go back. And so all she needed was someone to come along and to change how she saw herself. See, but you need God, a Yahuwah, to come along and change how you see yourself. So you never ever will see yourself through the mind of human beings ever again. And you will not feel bad because of where you are in life, because you understand that there is a timing. There is a season, and there's a time for you to be born. There's a season for you to come forth, and nothing can stop it because it's already been preordained by the heavens for you to come into manifestation and to do exactly what he has destined you to do. Well, I'm gonna go cook them Italian links, vegetarian links, and I'm gonna go cook them baked beans and all that stuff that you guys are eating right now. And I want you to know that I love you with an everlasting love. And don't ever, please, don't ever feel sorry for me. Because, honey, my validation and where I'm going in life has nothing to do with how people perceive me. I am who I am because of him, the one that designed me, called me, and chose me for this hour. Be blessed and have a wonderful and blessed Memorial Day. See you later. No compromise. Become all that you were designed to be. And the world can never, ever tell you who you are. Bye-bye. See you later.